So, today on Fraud Files, as I call it, a shocking pandemic era fraud ends in a major federal sentencing. Our Nigerian brother, who was living in Pasadena, California, stole over $1.3 million in COVID relief funds and used the money to build a luxury 120 room hotel in Nigeria. You will ask me, how did he pull it off? How did the investigators finally bring him down? Let me break this down to you guys. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as That Mama 5. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. So who is this our Nigerian brother? Our Nigerian brother is called Abiola Femi Quadri, a 43-year-old national who is legally residing in the US as a permanent residency. He also lived in Pasadena, California. It was discovered that he secured his US residency via a fake marriage. The alleged American wife was fake. No record of her. Outwardly, he owned a childcare business in Pasadena, but behind the scenes, he was orchestrating one of the boldest unemployment fraud schemes uncovered during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, in September 2024, he was arrested at LAX airport just as he was about to flee the country on a single ticket back to Nigeria. So, let's discuss the fraud scheme. Quadri submitted over 100 fake applications for unemployment insurance and disability benefits in both California and Nevada using stolen identities. Many of these identities belong to real people who are still living, even some people who are deceased. How crazy could that be? He then went on to collect the benefits onto EDD debit cards and withdrew the cash from ATMs across the region. Federal investigators said he funneled at least $500,000 back to Nigeria using wire transfer, helping fund a secret construction project. It was smart, right? You would say. So the project is a Nigerian hotel. Using stolen COVID funds, Quadri, our Nigerian brother, built a massive 120-room resort hotel in Nigeria. The project was called Owens International, which included plans for a nightclub, a shopping mall, and private villas, all funded without disclosing any of the income to the US authorities. How did he carry all of that money? Anyway, prosecutors said this showed clear intent to launder and hide the money, even as Americans were struggling to survive the pandemic. Everybody around the world suffered the pandemic. The investigators found other scams and evidences against him. Like I said, the fraud didn't stop there, okay? Quadri also created multiple shell companies using fake business names and false tax IDs. Investigators recovered 17 counterfeit checks totaling over $3.3 million and several stolen food aid debit cards from CalFresh. This debit card is meant for people to get food, right? Some of these checks were tied to COVID-era small business loan scams, suggesting Quadri was deeply embedded in pandemic fraud networks. It was also involved in fake checks, which were actually linked to, the shell company that I told you guys earlier, and it was using fake identities to cash out the money. So he has a daycare business. Shockingly, one of his business, like I said, was a licensed daycare center for children with developmental disabilities called Rock of Peace. That's the name of the daycare business. Investigators suspect he used the legitimate daycare operation to obscure the illicit funds flowing through his accounts. You agree with me that fraudsters often do this in order to cover their shenanigans, to cover their dirty business. They do this all the time. Yes. So let me discuss the sentencing he got. Our Nigerian brother was jailed. Yes. So on the 9th of July 2025, not quite long actually, US District Judge H. Wu sentenced Quadri to 135 months in federal prison. That's over 11 years. Guys, let me know, what do you think of that jail time? Do you think it's fair or unfair for the crime he committed? Do let me know in the comment section. In addition to the prison term, yes, the judge ordered him to pay over $1.3 million in restitution to the California Employment Development Department and a $35,000 criminal fine. Our sharp brother pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit bank fraud. American always go after recovering every proceed of fraud as long as it is within the US. Let me know in the comment section if you think the US might come for the 120 room mall it built in Nigeria. Do you think they'll be able to get this money out of that building? Let me know in the comment section. Prosecutors said the sentencing sends a clear message. Fraud during national emergencies will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and so it should be, because people are suffering and you are laughing and smiling. Now, let me discuss the investigation team with you. This case was actually cracked by a coalition of federal agencies, including the U.S. Postal Inspection, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, and the role they played was that they used the U.S. mail system to investigate the fraud. Letters coming and out, checks it was sending everywhere. Homeland Security investigations, and their role was to investigate the immigration fraud and the international money transfers it was making to Nigeria, which also included how it got its permanent residency via fake marriage. They were not able to find the woman. And the California EDD investigation department, they identified and reported the fraud which originated from the COVID-19 unemployment and disability benefit system. This department also found 100 fake benefit claims and various forgery perpetrated by Quadri, our Nigerian brother. So the Assistant U.S. Attorney Kristen A. Williams led the prosecution with extensive support from digital forensics and financial crime units. It's sad, all of that money. So let me discuss with you the psychology behind the get rich fast mindset in America, or get rich fast in America mindsets. Number one, the American dream mythology. Many immigrants grow up hearing that the US is a land of opportunity, land of honey, where anyone can grow from poor to rich with hustle and determination. That idea is often wrapped in stories of overnight tech billionaires. Everybody has to be in tech. Athletes or entertainers becoming millionaires in their 20s. What do you think of that? Immigrants who made it quickly and sent money back home in 2 years. The problem, are they the problem? These stories are real, but very, very rare, and they create unrealistic expectations that success should come fast, not over the years of steady work. And we've seen a lot of people like that in the UK. I will buy my house in 1 year in the UK. Number two, pressure from back home. For immigrants, especially from economically disadvantaged countries, and I believe Nigeria is one of those countries, coming to America isn't just a personal journey for them. It's often a family investment. If they're able to get one family to America, that person will bring 20 more families. Families back home may expect regular remittances, gifts, or even bragging rights. I get picking for America. My child there, America. Friends also might think you are rich just because you live in the US. What do you think of that, guys? There's also social pressure to show visible signs of success quickly. A car, house, sending your kids to good schools, they are in their best shoes or going on luxury holidays. And this pressure can lead people to often overextended financially, being indebted, flashy spending, money they cannot afford, they are spending it. It will also make them take risky or unethical shortcuts to get ahead of their peers. 3, misunderstanding wealth systems in the US. Some people believe that wealth in America is simply about, having access to dollar, spending money, having a US bank account or a business in America. That name America is like a jackpot for some people. Or knowing how to manipulate paperwork or systems. For example, fake loans, tax returns, benefits, and all of that jazz. They often underestimate the regulatory environment as well, risk of being caught and the long-term consequences of going to jail and being sent back to Nigeria. So in cases like Abiola Femi Quadri, this is our Nigerian brother, people often overestimate how smart they are and underestimate how smart law enforcement is. So if you are smart, law enforcement is also smart. Also, comparison culture and social media. Social media make it feel like everyone is winning, but you are not winning. And you think that what am I doing that I'm not doing right, that I'm not making money. 2, people are getting rich from crypto, drop shipping, TikToking, or fraud. If you are not rich in 2 years, you're doing something wrong. There's that mindset there as well. I don't know why people often, carry that to head. This feels a shortcut mentality where time-tested paths like education, trade skills, or slow business growth seem too slow or boring to make money. Scams are normalized back home. Yes, in some countries, scamming or hustling is normalized or romanticized. They don't see any big deal in it. It might not carry the same stigma, especially when people target the system. When I talk about the system, I'm talking about banks, government programs, corporations and stuff like that. So when people like that now come to the US, some will think, okay, the government has a lot of money. They won't miss a little if I chop some of their money. That's why I'm shocked at the amount of people who are being caught for fraud. White collar fraud isn't a crime. These are the mentality of some people. I'll outsmart the system like others. Yes, some people did it. Let me just do the same as well. But in the US, fraud is taken seriously, and digital forensics make it increasingly difficult to get away with. Now with Trump will trump all of you to prison. False sense of opportunity in crisis pandemic relief. For example, it actually opened the floodgates for fast cash, triple P loans, unemployment benefits, food programs, and with this being in place, many saw it as, free money from a chaotic system. Others see it as a victimless crime. And some people see it as a once in a lifetime chance to level up their, getting rich quicker through that COVID era. This is why many COVID era scams were opportunistic, done by people who had never scammed before, but they felt like it was now or never to make that money. Now, the bottom line in this is that people chase fast wealth in America for a complex mix of reasons: cultural pressure, media influences, misunderstanding of the system, and survival instincts. But when shortcuts replace patience, the cost is often devastating. Prison time, deportation, broken families, and reputational ruin. What do you think of all of these things that I've spoken about? In the pursuit of fast success, some people forget that shortcuts often lead to dead ends. The American dream is real, okay? But so are the consequences of chasing it the wrong way. So, guys, stay informed, stay grounded, and remember, integrity lasts longer than luck, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're watching till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, share this video. Do not hesitate to join my membership, and I'll see you in another real life matter, okay? See you guys later. Bye.